Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here, and we're doing another Hour of Devastation Amonkhet Intermediate Swiss Draft League. Opened Overwhelming Splendor. Well, it's 8 mana, it is a powerful effect, but we're not going to first pick that. I think we're just going open fire, baby. Love burning that face. So let's burn some faces, shall we? There's also Blur of Blades in here, and nothing else that's standing out as insane. Actually, I like Appeal to Authority a lot, too. Dauntless Haven is pretty good. Open fire it is. Alright, follow-up pick. Well, Inferno Jet's pretty sweet, but we're probably just looking at Oketra's Avenger here. It's a 2-drop. It's solid. It beats down hard. Yeah, it seems correct. I don't see anything else in here standing out as terrific, so let's take in a hyper-efficient beater, shall we? Alright, what better follow-up to an Oketra's Avenger than an Oketra's Avenger? So let's get another one here. Keep the cycle going. Be nice to wheel a Gideon's Defeat. I'd settle for a Desert of the True or a Gilded Celadon. We'll see if that happens. I'm not holding my breath. Well, this pack's got everything we want, right? Puncturing Blow is pretty incredible, but I think we gotta take this Minotaur. This is one of the best 2-drops in the game. I really do like Puncturing Blow a lot, but I can't pass this card. It kills people. It just straight kills people. They block it and you kill the creature they're blocking with, or they don't block it and you kill them. It's too good. It's simply overpowered at 2 mana. No, it's not overpowered, but it is an incredible 2-drop. Alright, now we probably just pick up the Scrapper. Be happy about that. Taking it over Desert, because Scrapper is a good beater. Well, we've got a Devastator, a Scrapper, and a Blur of Blades. I think we're going to take the Blur of Blades. It's a removal that deals damage. I like Scrapper a lot, too. I think it's probably closer than it might appear, but Blur of Blades seems pretty optimal in a deck that wants to just ferociously beat down an opponent. Alright, now we have Jeru, Saving Grace, Thorn Moloch. All these cards are fine. I think we might just take the Desert here. My thinking is that deserts are always pretty good, and none of these cards are like primo in the red-white deck. Thorn Moloch might be the best one, but I think we're going to take the desert. We could still end up with some desert cards in red, too. Alright, now there's Defiant Kenra versus Magmaroth. I guess we could take Magmaroth. Kenra's pretty mediocre, too. Well, we wield an Appeal to Authority if we wanted to go. Well, that seems like it's not going to work. Let's just take the Thorn Moloch now and be okay with it. Alright, Granitic Titan is a finisher. Not optimal in your standard beatdown decks, but it's a card. Alright, so we have 2 Oketra's Avengers and a Desert of the True and no other white cards. So it could be that white's not happening. Unfortunate, because these Oketra's Avengers are so strong, but we'll see. Oh, some white cards in here, both of which are unexciting. I guess we'll take the Disposal Mummy. Take the Desert or the Thorn Moloch. Let's take the Desert again. All the Thorn Molochs. Take a Naga, actually, in case I have to go into green, now that we have a couple deserts. Although, I guess we wouldn't play the white one if we go into green. But maybe pack 2 will have the white cards we're searching for, so I'd prefer to not play this. Steward of Solidarity is pretty excellent. There's also a Sandblast, but Steward is pretty premium 2-drop. We will be needing some more combat tricks and removal, but yeah, we got to take the Steward here, I think. Over Magmaroth, Firebrand Archer, Sandblast, Thorn Moloch, yep. What? Pride Sovereign. Card's so good. Resolute Survivors in here too. Can we wheel a Resolute Survivors? I hope we can, because I kind of want to take this Steward, because I don't think it's coming back, and it's great. Possible we wheel the Survivors. It depends on how many Boros players at the table. So we're going to hope to wheel it and take the Steward, and I guess be okay with that. God, Punisher's so good. I guess we can take the Sandblast now and get ourselves a removal spell. Fairly mediocre, but we'll take it. certainly works for us. Alright, here we can take the lifelinking camel because we already have a couple deserts, or a sideboard Gideon's Defeat. I think we'll take the lifelinker. There's enough aggro in this format where camel does quite a bit. So we can take Kindled Fury. Since we're removal light, I think we will take the combat trick. It works pretty well. Otherwise we'd take a Survivor's Encampment, which I don't think we need. So I'd prefer to not play the Granitic Titan either. Well, Gilded Ceradon's pretty awesome, so we'll take that. We already have a couple deserts. Once again, makes it good. 5-drop that taps blockers. Can't argue with that. Alright, we'll take the desert. Still would prefer to not play the Defiant Kenraz if it was up to me. Inferno Jet kills people. We'll play that. This is actually a worthy 6-drop. This is just a nice way to top deck for the win. So we'll take it. And you can cycle it too. It's very useful. Alright. Second Magmaroth over third Thorn Moloch, I guess. We actually are going to need some non-creature spells in order to make these Magmaroths as good as we want them to be. But we also are incentivized to do that for the Thorn Molochs too. So, okay. Ooh, got that Survivors back exactly like we wanted. Wish we had more Exert in this deck. Basically I have Survivors and Stewards, although Stewards with the Survivors are good, and the Avengers, and the Scrapper. Alright, we got a decent amount of Exert. Alright, Active Heroism is totally playable, so we'll take it. Guess we'll take the Faithful. It's a sideboard card against certain decks, although I'm not sure our deck would want to sideboard it. We're pretty much always going to be the beatdown. This deck could use a Trial of Solidarity for these Steward of Solidarities, but I guess I would settle for like a Pursue Glory in a pinch. They would still be fine in this deck. Trial obviously much better. Alright, Graven Abomination. Probably would prefer to not play that. Deck looks pretty awesome. We've got a good curve so far. Got a good game plan going. Somebody can have that Cunning Survivor. We have 3 deserts. We've got finishers. We have fatties. Could use some more tricks and removal, but we have a Kindled Fury. We have an Active Heroism. We have some removal. So we got Sandblast and Open Fire. So we can kill things. We've got fatties. Yeah, this deck looks pretty good. Oh, geez. What an ugly pack. So I guess we're taking Pursue Glory. Pick one. Oof. I mean, I don't need any of these. I'm not going to hate draft in a pod thing like we're doing. League, rather. In Oketra's name. Well, I would say we don't have nearly enough zombies to reliably make that work. So let's just take Pursue Glory, I guess. Alright. Vizier is good. Do we want to splash for Samet? Well, I don't think that's happening, so no. Vizier is pretty excellent, though, so I think we'll take that. I'm always happy with that card. Always does stuff you want it to. I don't think Samet's worth anything, right? That'd be wishful thinking to think Samet is worth something, but you never know. It's a mythic. 36 cents. All of 36 cents. We'll take the Vizier. It's kind of cool that Vizier can like reset Magmaroth in a pinch too. It's not that bad. Here we'll probably just take the Duelist. It's a 2/2, which isn't great, but it can come back. It's more exciting than a Winged Shepherd and a Tormenting Voice for us, and a Cradle, so we'll take it. Jeru's Resolve, another crack at Tormenting Voice. Probably want the Mighty Leap. It lets you fly over top and finish that opponent off, so let's do that. Alright, here we probably just take the Compulsory Rest. Kind of antithetical to what we're trying to do, but too hard of removal to pass up. There's also Cartouche of Solidarity, which is good too, but we'll take the removal. So now we have a Sure Shot, which we could totally play. What do we want to upgrade? I don't know yet. We'll figure it out, but we'll take it over Renewed Faith and Anoint Your Priest. That much is for sure. Maybe we don't need the double Thorn Moloch. Maybe diversify a little bit. Play the Sure Shot instead. Okay, so now we have Consuming Fervor, which is usually what a deck like this wants. Or we could do the Pathmaker Initiate, which lets us get by. I think we're going to take the Fervor. This is one of those cards that just tends to be insane sometimes. We don't have a ton of evasion for it, but I'm going to take it anyway. It's just one of those cards where if you get damage through with it, you're like, wow, this card is incredible. So now I don't know what to cut, though. Maybe Active Heroism. I'm looking at possibly Pursue Glory, but Pursue Glory is actually pretty good in this deck with double Steward of Solidarity. It gives us like a mid to late game plan. Could cut the Kindled Fury. Maybe Active Heroism is actually better. I can maybe get behind that. Unwavering Initiate. Blazing Volley is a sideboard card. If I take the Initiate, it gives us more mid to late. I probably have to cut. I probably could play it over the Moloch or the Sure Shot. Okay, we'll play it over the Moloch, I think. I don't mind having Moloch in this deck, but I don't want to have to rely on playing spells for it, I guess. And the fact that this comes back, I think, makes it better. I'm actually not sure on that. I mean, granted, we're playing Magmaroths, but you only have to get like one attack in with these, and they do their job. Like, if you think of them as a 4-mana 4/4, they're still very good. Even if it's only one turn. Got the Innoketra's name back, but not playing it. Although, at this point, I guess we do have a zombie, don't we? A couple of them. Desert Ceradon, don't really need it, though. I mean, our deck looks good like this. I don't have any issues with this deck. I'm going to take the foil land. Violent Impact. Well, we can deal with artifacts now. Another Pursue Glory. Renewed Faith. Alright. So here's our deck. 16 lands. Some beef, some removal. Looks pretty good to me. So, looks like we're going to do an even split. I'm going to wager that they agree. They do. And lo and behold, there you go. Call it a deck. Boros Beats. I like it. Alright. Run it like this, and we'll see you round one.